Cobra Kai and Karate Kid fans, welcome back to Cobra Kai Nation. Just now at the New York Comic Con, Sony Pictures Panel just released a new trailer for the Karate Kid Legend. They gave fans at the panel a first exclusive look at Karate Kid Legend. You couldn't see the footage when they had the live. Variety and Deadline have both posted articles of what was seen in the trailer. So this is all just now based on Variety article and what they've shown. I'm going to read the Variety article first, then I'll read the Deadline. But they have made it very clear that Machio returns as Daniel Russo and Mr. Han from the 2010 film is back together, and we already know this information. However, in the trailer, it shows Ralph Macchio's Daniel LaRusso arriving in Beijing, where Chan's Mr. Han has been seeking him out. Han has a new protege who is played by Ben Wang. Han has a new protege, Li Fong, and is his mentor figure, just like Mr. Miyagi was to Daniel. And that's what Mr. Han explained. He and Daniel narrate the trailer, and it's clear that the two will have to team up to train Li Fong. But will their teaching styles match up? We already know Mr. Han teaches Kung Fu and Daniel teaches karate. So if they're going the route I'm thinking, it's going to get a little bit choppy and messy here. But the next part of the description says the trailer shows off plenty of fight scenes in streets at the dojo, including some kind of new karate tournament that was briefly teased. So they're trying to make a new karate tournament, even though we have the Sakai Takai, the tournament of all tournaments, and that is going to be in Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2 and Part 3. I honestly don't know what's going on with this film. In one particularly impressive moment, Li Fong fights off a bully in an alleyway by swinging off a fire escape ladder and flipping off the wall. As the star of American-born Chinese, Wang has some stunt experience, and it shows in this trailer. It already sounds like protege already knows martial art. Now, Ben Wang is skilled in several forms of martial arts, including karate, Wing Chun, Kung Fu, Gumdo, Kempo, and Taekwondo. That is a crazy roster of martial arts experience, and I don't even think the kids in the show ever had that much experience as they were going into Cobra Kai. Ben Wang has a lot. So this is what they showed off at New York Comic Con. Now, in the Deadline article, they said something very similar, but they don't mention a karate tournament. What they've said in the Deadline article is the trailer for Karate Kid Legends begins in a martial arts academy, where Chan's martial arts instructor from the 2010 film shows up to recruit the movie's young star Ben Wang at the academy. We also get our first look at Machio, as well as a glimpse of a portrait of Pat Morita's character from the original film. Where is this portrait? Are they trying to show that Mr. Han is a Miyagi? Really confused what's going on here. And the action quickly switches to New York City in a montage showing the city in some of its more intimidating moments, including bullies on the subway. And Chan's voice is heard saying, "In life you only have one question. Is it worth fighting for or not?" They also say one fight sequence shows Wang hurdling up a brick wall parkour style in an alley. In a calmer moment, he sits on a curb with Machio, donning the movie's iconic headscarf. This was seen in the official poster they dropped earlier today, and I'm not entirely sure if this is supposed to be Daniel's headband or perhaps a new version of it, because the design looks slightly different. And then in between scenes, including flashes of martial arts matches, words flash on the screen: families unite, a new legacy begin. The fact that this kid has a Miyagi-Do headband, as it says here, the movie's iconic headscarf, that is worrying, because you've got the core four from Cobra Kai that are the new age karate kids. I just think it's a little bit disrespectful in those guys, especially the likes of Sam, Robbie, and Miguel, who is Cobra Kai's karate kid in itself. Now, that's all the footage they showed at this New York Comic Con, but I'm sure they're going to drop something very soon. Perhaps in November they could drop this first look, as it would be 1 year since they officially announced Ralph and Jackie were going to be in this film together. But also there's more confusion as, are they making Mr. Han a Miyagi? Is it going to tie back to the Shimpo sensei that we learned from in the Karate Kid 2? And is Kung Fu going to be part of karate with this tournament? Because it sounds like they're trying to merge Kung Fu and karate, and the Miyagi-Do lore is being expanded with Kung Fu. In real martial arts, in the actual lore, Kung Fu is pretty much the inspiration for karate, however, still is distinct and different in itself. So this might really change things for the entire lore. That could be bad and that can be good, but it really depends on how they're going, because it could ruin something that's already been established in Cobra Kai. So it's quite worrying. I just hope we get more of an understanding. And on Twitter, someone that was at the panel said on Twitter they show the new Karate Karate Kid training. Seems like he's Jackie's student. Jackie looks for Daniel to help train the new student as well, because they're a lot alike, being a fish out of water. I don't know if this is an exact reference to the lesson in Miyagi-Do where Daniel was teaching the Eagle Fang to catch koi from the pond in the Miyagi-Do dojo, or if this is just a figure of speech that this person is saying. But if that's the case, then Mr. Han might be a Miyagi, and it looks like they're trying to merge the styles together to show that there's more to Miyagi-Do than just karate. Well, that's supposedly from what we're hearing, but we still don't have full-on confirmation, so we'll see, because that is very confusing, and this is all supposed to be part of the Miyagi-verse. Well, we're definitely gonna see what that brings. So guys, let me know in the comments how you feeling about this description for the first exclusive look of Karate Kid Legends. Hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you stay up to date with more on this Karate Kid Legends film and more on Cobra Kai, as part 2 is dropping in a month and we have part 3 coming out in 2025. And if you want to check out any more videos that I've posted about Karate Kid, this specific film coming out next year in May, I have a playlist with all the Karate Kid info about that. And of course, with Cobra Kai season 6 coming, I have a lot of videos coming out soon and already have dropped a few, so check those out. I'll see you in the next one.